Hi, I'm Nicole Richards, the CEO of Allonnia.
And I'm Stephen Lallo, VP of Corporate Development at Greenlab. And we are here today to shine a light on how important collaboration is for our biotech industry. Nicole, why don't you expand?
Sure. At Allonnia, we are a bioingenuity company dedicated to extracting value from waste, and we believe that waste is a failure of the imagination. We are developing elegant solutions for the world's toughest environmental challenges, combining some of the smallest organisms with groundbreaking engineered systems. And that's why it is such a pleasure to be on the stage with Stephen and Greenlab, who are building the factory of the future using nature and a cornfield.
Thank you, Nicole. That's right. At Greenlab, we envision a future where the cornfield emerges at the forefront of enzyme production. With corn-grown enzymes already in production, we are revolutionizing the environmental and sweetener industries through the power of plant biotechnology. Our process is synergistic, scalable, sustainable, and most of all, successful. In December, we announced a partnership with Ginkgo Bioworks in Allonnia that matches each of our core skills in a unique and highly effective value chain with the goal of developing a novel enzyme that bioremediates PFAS. Nicole, why don't you tell us about PFAS?
Absolutely. So I'll start by saying there's a class of chemicals called forever chemicals, and they have that name because they do not break down easily in the environment. And PFAS is the poster child of these toxic chemicals. It is in 70 million Americans drinking water, and they cause significant issues to the environment and to human health. And 2 days ago, if you're in the environmental world, it was like our Olympics or the Grammys, in that the EPA announced some regulations that limit the amount of these chemicals that can be in our drinking water, down to single-digit parts per trillion, which is like one drop in 20 Olympic swimming pools. So big regulations that came down. And we've been working for the past 3 years with landfills and airports and liability holders to remediate and remove these PFAS chemicals from the water. And what we've learned is it takes in-depth application knowledge in order for biological solutions to be successful. And that is really the powerful goal of this collaboration. Stephen?
Sure. Think of Ginkgo, Greenlab, and Allonnia as 3 synergistic components in a powerful go-to-market formula: discover, deliver, and deploy. Ginkgo is leading a discovery campaign leveraging its vast database to identify the PFAS-degrading enzymes. Then using ultra-high throughput screening, it will identify unique enzymes with the desired activity and transfer them back to Greenlab to be inserted in the corn plant. Ginkgo is providing these services under its success-based pricing model created to help companies like Greenlab de-risk their research and development efforts. At Greenlab, our technology allows us to grow enzymes and other proteins inside a corn kernel. By producing enzymes in a cultivated crop, we can readily scale up production across acres of cornfield with little additional upfront capital and infrastructure. The PFAS remediating enzyme is then extracted from the kernel with minimal waste, and the corn byproduct will then be used for food, feed, or fuel. Allonnia will then commercialize the innovation. Nicole?
Absolutely. So Allonnia has become experts at deploying our own biology, starting first with 1,4-destroy, which is an organism that degrades 1,4-dioxane, another chemical considered a forever chemical. And we're soon to be releasing some solutions for biosolubilization and biocementation for the mining industry. We've already treated over 200 million gallons of contaminated water using our systems, working with liability holders. And now we're looking for the best biological degradation to pair with that so we can offer the industry a completely closed-loop solution. So contaminated water comes in, and the only thing going out is clean water. So Stephen, how's the work with Ginkgo going?
We are getting some good initial results. We'll know much more in a couple of months. Nicole, how do you see this partnership working overall?
3 years into this journey, what is the difference between success or not is collaboration. We've heard that a couple times today already. And the challenges we face today in the environment can be solved with biotech and biotech solutions. But it is too much for one company alone to be able to solve those problems. So the promise of biology will be fulfilled when like-minded companies come together in a collaborative way and solve these problems using each of our own individual talents and skills. I remain very optimistic that the path forward is bright. Stephen?
Totally agree. For Greenlab, this partnership allows us to scale our plant biotech platform and focus on what we do best, developing the factory of the future. It assures that we are discovering the most optimal PFAS remediating enzymes, as evidenced by Greenlab producing manganese peroxidase at a commercial scale with the confidence that Allonnia can deploy the solution. If you'd like to know more about Allonnia or Greenlab, please scan the QR code.
Thank you.